Today, on Return to Dragonlance, we're going to talk about the three moons of the planet Krynn. Now, those of us who've been Dragonlance fans for a long time, like maybe people who were in 8th grade when Dragonlance first came out, I might know a guy like that personally. But, we already know about the three moons of Krynn, but there's a new generation coming along. And, the three moons, it's not just, oh, look, three moons in the sky. It actually affects you if you play an arcane caster a lot. So just like I explained the Kender race in previous episodes of Return to Dragonlance, today we're going to get into the three moons of Krynn and how it might affect your arcane caster character.
So the three moons of Krynn are actually physical embodiments of the three gods of arcane magic. And they're divided by alignment like things are in D&D. So the silver white moon, Solinari, is the god of good magic. And the red moon, Lunitari, is the god of neutral magic. And the black moon, Nuitari, is the god of evil magic. Now, in the thumbnail of this YouTube video, you can actually see a Dragonlance moon chart. As the moons make their cycles through the sky, they actually affect the power level of arcane casters. Now, this affects wizards, it affects eldritch knights, it affects arcane trickster rogues. It does not affect sorcerers. Sorcerers in the Dragonlance setting draw their power from the planet Krynn itself, and so their power source is more constant. The moons are waxing and waning, and when your moon is full in the sky, if you're an arcane caster, wizard sort, then you function like one level higher. But if your moon is the opposite, and your moon is at its weakest, then you function like one level lower. So this is a big part of the Dragonlance lore. It creates a little more bookkeeping for the dungeon master and for people who play wizardly types. But it's part of the flavor, and it's really played up in the novels and stuff like that. It's just part of the feel of Dragonlance. The good, neutral, and evil moons. The early developers of Dragonlance decided to make the neutral moon red instead of gray because gray is like boring and red is pretty. I remember reading that when I was a kid about the development of the world. So that's the three moons of Krynn. They are physical embodiments of the three gods of wizardly magic. And one fact about Dragonlance lore that is played up in the novels a lot, at least it was in the early novels I read when I was a kid, is that most commoners, most people, unless you're really educated or a sage or a mage or something like that, most people think that Krynn only has two moons because they see that silver white one up there and they see the red one up there in the sky, but the black one can only actually be seen with your eyes if you are an evil wizard, or arcane trickster or eldritch knight, but an evil wizardly casting type, or a lycanthrope or an undead. So only evil wizardly types, lycanthropes, and undead can see that black moon up there, and so most of the commoners just think Krynn has two moons, and that was something that was in the very early novels. All right, so that's the three moons of Krynn.
So, there are presently, that I can think of off the top of my head, two characters in our Dragonlance campaigns. We're doing Dragonlance right now on Friday nights and Saturday nights. And just in case you watch this video in the future and things have changed, you can always find our updated schedule at www.gameshopsbasement.com. But right now, Dragonlance is Friday and Saturday nights. So right now I can think of two characters, both of them wizards, who are affected by the moon cycle. One of them is on Saturday night, which is taking place on the continent of Ansalon. Ansalon is the main continent of Dragonlance. It's the first one they ever developed. It's like the main one where most of the novels and stories and modules have ever happened. There is another guy on Friday night, in order to make sure we don't have repeat content, Friday night, the characters are on the continent of Talados, which is the continent on the other side of the planet. And that side of the planet doesn't have the robes thing going on, but it still affects you anyway if you're a wizard. So, we will see. That's Dragonlance, 3 Moons, little quick tutorial on that, and we will see you in game.